In my exploration of prefab tiny homes, I've noticed a very interesting phenomenon. A lot of these companies are catering towards a luxury buyer, which is incredibly interesting considering that people that are looking at alternative housing solutions like prefab tiny homes are typically doing so because they can't find anything that is reasonable and affordable in the resale and new construction space. So it's very interesting that these companies would gear their marketing towards somebody that is considered more of a luxury buyer.
Unfortunately, we don't have any money.
In today's video, I want to talk about a few companies that are offering products under the $60,000 price point and see what is even available to somebody that is looking in a more affordable price range. Would these homes be comfortable to live in as a primary residence, or are they more of an additional structure to put on your lot if you already have a house that you're living in? Let's jump right in and find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Irina. I'm a real estate agent in Oregon, and here on my channel we discuss a variety of topics ranging from prefab tiny homes to what's going on in the real estate market, the workforce, and the economy at large. I also do love to post vlogs documenting my experience as a real estate agent, so if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely be sure to subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so that you never miss a future video. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I find it incredibly interesting that a lot of tiny houses are marketed towards luxury buyers. I actually got a comment about one of this on one of my previous videos. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was something to the effect of, why do these houses have all of these super cool features, like smart home features and high-end finishes and everything, when I'm literally just looking for an affordable tiny house. Like, I don't need all of these extra bells and whistles. We're going to take a look at a few very interesting companies today, and make sure that you stay tuned until the very end because I will be giving a mini Boxabl update. So the first company that we're going to be looking at is called HouseMe. They are based in Seattle, Washington, and they are a designer and manufacturer of 3D printed modular homes. The company was founded in 2019, and they do offer a few different products, but today we're going to be talking about their newest and most affordable product, which is called the Microhaus. Now, the way I see it, the Microhaus is really geared towards folks that are looking for an investment asset, especially short-term rentals, because this model is probably the tiniest I've ever seen in all of my exploration of tiny homes. It is 120 square feet and the base price is $60,000. Now, for the size of this unit, $60,000 to me kind of sounds like a lot, especially considering that this is just a base price. And this is the price for their standard model. They do have an upgraded one that is $80,000. So $80,000 for 120 square feet. The math isn't really mathing for me, but we are going to take a look at some of the cool features that this house has. So by the time we're done with it, let me know in the comments below if this is something that you would ever consider purchasing. So this home is pretty high tech. That kind of goes back to the conversation that we were having about really tiny houses with a lot of cool features and finishes. But it is pretty high tech, equipped with smart home features like a motorized door, touchless access, touchless faucets, adaptive lights, and air quality sensors. The keyless entry is also really great for people who want to rent this house out because you can reset the door password very easily with an app. The cool thing about the Microhaus is it doesn't require any permits or a foundation, and it's easily transportable. The tough part with a lot of off-site construction products is that you really have to make sure that you are on top of it in regards to your permits and your foundation. There are a lot of different moving parts. It's not as easy as just ordering your home online and getting it shipped to your lot and you're done. I have a whole video that talks about the true cost of ordering like a prefab, a smaller home. So definitely take a look at that if you haven't yet. But again, the cool thing about this is you don't have to worry about any permits because the size of this thing is way too small to require permits in most cities and states. The exterior is made up of rounded fiberglass and stainless steel, and the panoramic views are pretty awesome, especially if you place this house in a really beautiful location. I'm thinking something in the forest where you have the night sky with all the stars and like these huge trees surrounding you. I feel like it would be a really cool experience. And before you come at me saying the Microhaus cannot be placed in the forest because you need utilities, you can go the off-grid route with this house. Now, the interior materials depend on whether you get the standard $60,000 model or the slightly upgraded $80,000 model. The more affordable home has laminated and soft touch surfaces, while the upgraded interior has natural wood and stone options. The Microhaus does arrive move-in ready with a kitchenette, double bed, bath bathroom with full-size shower and toilet and plenty of cabinet space for storage, there are floor-to-ceiling cabinets in the bedroom, which also doubles as your living room space. HouseMe states that we designed the Microhaus to be the perfect income-producing asset. Offered at an affordable price, the structure requires no additional approvals or construction permits, and it comes with very little maintenance costs because it's so tiny. Overall, it has the potential to provide a fully remote-controlled business if desired, with a fast return on investment. Now, this might be the skeptic in me, but when I looked at the calculator that they had on their website, it essentially allows you to calculate how quickly you can make that return on your investment by renting out the Microhaus as like a short-term vacation rental. When I looked at that, they had their price meter set to like, I think it was like $215 a night that you're renting this thing out for, which I felt seemed a little high, you know, for 120 square feet. So I went out onto Airbnb and I looked at how much people were charging a night to rent out a tiny house. I wish I could actually see the square footage of these homes, but I couldn't. But I didn't see anything going past like $150 a night. So I think that realistically, I couldn't rent this Microhaus out for more than $150 a night. I guess it does depend on the location that you're in. If you're in a really desirable, super cool location, maybe you could justify renting it out for more, but I don't necessarily think you'll make that return on your investment as quickly as the website makes it seem like you can. But if you do have the funds and you're willing to give this a shot, it could prove to be very lucrative over time. The low maintenance and the low cleaning costs are definitely a perk that is worth considering. I mean, cleaning 120 square feet, heating or cooling 120 square feet is really not that hard to do. For me personally, if I was actually looking for an Airbnb to stay in, I wouldn't really want to stay in a place like this because I always want to have the option of cooking for myself, and you can't really do that in the Microhaus, but that's just a me thing. The interesting thing to point out here is that you couldn't live in the Microhaus as your primary dwelling, which, you know, obviously it's very small. This isn't really what it's marketed for. It's not marketed to be your primary home. But I think it just goes to show that if you are looking for a primary residence, there are very few products that are available under $100,000.
There's nothing out there.
Now let's talk about a company called Escape. They've been around a lot longer than most of the other companies that I've talked about, but they are a builder of RVs and tiny homes, and they've been around since I believe 1996. They're based in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, and the reason that I want to talk about them, even though they are a bit of an older company, and I do like to focus on companies that are a bit newer, is because they actually have a new line of products that came out in 2022. This new line of models is all electric and can be plugged into a standard electrical outlet, an electric vehicle, or a solar setup. The Scandinavian-inspired designs are very eye-catching, and the size of these models are larger than the aforementioned HouseMe Microhaus model at a more affordable price point. The line for the all-electric tiny homes is called E-Escape, and they have 4 models: the E-Vista, the E-Vista XL, the E1, and the limited edition Escape N2. The company states that cars are going all-electric, so why not tiny homes? And I find this sentiment a lot in the tiny house prefab home community, which is super exciting because it's very, you know, future focused. People are asking questions like, you know, if cars are going all electric, why not tiny houses? If everything else that we purchase is made in a factory, why not houses? So asking these questions is leading to really, really cool innovations, which is why exploring this space is so exciting. The models range in size from 200 to 350 square feet, and the most affordable model starts at around $43,000. What's great about these models is that they are not only affordable, they're also available. A lot of these products are actually in stock, and if they're not, you could still receive it within a matter of weeks. There's not like a long wait list type of situation where you have to wait 6 months, a year, maybe even more than a year to receive your product. Let's talk briefly about the E-Vista model. This is their more affordable model at $43,600. It is about 184 square feet with a height of 11 feet. And a few cool features about this home is, first of all, that the metal roof has a 40-year warranty. There are folding steps, sealed birchwood interior, maple composite flooring, electric water heater, and electric heat. The kitchen has butcher block counters, a deep stainless steel sink, and an under counter fridge, has plenty of USB outlets, and a spacious queen bed. The model right after the E-Vista XL, is at a base price of $51,920. It has a lot of the same features, but it is larger in size at 208 square feet with a height of 11 feet as well. The E1, which is the third model in this lineup, has a base price of $63,210, but this model has a height of 13 feet and and it does have stairs that go up to a really spacious loft area. These homes also don't require a foundation or permits. They are on wheels and can be easily transported. The Escape N2, which is the most expensive home in this lineup, starts at a base price of $143,000. I'd love to talk about it in a future video, but it's kind of outside of the scope of what we're talking about today because of the price point that it's at. But it is at about 350 square feet with a height of 11 feet, and it's a custom designed mid-century home with an open floor plan. Now I know that I compare a lot of products to the Boxabl Casita. It's just automatically where my brain goes. So if we think about the Escape N2 model from the company Escape, it's at a base price of $143,000 with 350 square feet. The Boxabl Casita is at a base price of $49,500 with 375 square feet. And the reason that I want to give you a quick update on Boxabl today is because they are soon to be coming out with different configurations for their Casita model. So they actually have pictures of this right on their website. I'm going to put them up on the screen so you can see them as I'm talking about it. But these configurations come in 5 different sort of forms. The first one is a kitchen box with a family-sized kitchen, appliances included, an island counter, and a huge dining room space. The second one is a stair box, which is really exciting because it is for adding a second story, which means that we are super close to stackable Casita units, and you can create a variety of configurations, a variety of different house types with these stackable units. That's something that I've really been looking forward to seeing from Boxabl. Now the stair box has a main level, which is pretty much a living room with a fireplace and a powder room, which is like a half bath. The third configuration is a master bedroom box with a walk-in closet, twin sinks, an oversized shower and tub, and double barn doors. The fourth configuration is a 2-bedroom box with 2 walk-in closets, a Jack and Jill bathroom, twin sinks, an oversized shower and tub, and it fits queen or bunk beds. The 5th box is referred to as the Imagine box, and this is for anything that you want to use this Casita for. It pretty much comes as a blank canvas for whatever you want to do, whether you want to have a man cave, a playroom, a rec room, an office, a studio space. You can do whatever your heart desires with this Casita model. Boxabl's second factory is also nearing completion, which is really exciting. And according to a recent video from Carrie, this factory will be right next to the one that is currently up and running, which is huge for people that are on the wait list and waiting to receive their Casita. If they can increase production, everybody will get their homes faster, which will be a win-win situation for everyone. If there are any other topics or prefab homes that you would like me to talk about, definitely leave them in the comments down below. I have a lot of awesome videos coming up for you. But if you are interested in topics that are outside of prefab tiny homes, I have a lot of video ideas that I'm working on that don't necessarily have to do with that. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you would like to see from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. Definitely make sure to follow me over on Instagram at Irina D. And of course, you guys know I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Oregon. If you or anyone you know have any needs in regards to buying, selling, or investing in real estate, all of my contact information is in the description box down below. I'd love to hear from you and help you achieve your home goals. Other than that, I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye.